Did you miss me, Richie? Because I've missed you. No one wants to play with the clown anymore.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. As the saying goes, the leopard can't change its spots, the zebra don't change its stripes, and you can't teach an old dog new tricks. And this is definitely an old dog. This is Kathy Griffin. This is what Kathy Griffin looks like right now. And you might say, oh, she looks just like It, the clown. And you'd be right. She does literally look just like the clown, like a horror show gone horribly wrong. This is the undead Kathy Griffin. She's not trying to star in a role in a vampire movie. This is just what she looks like. This is what a life of Trump derangement looks like. And it's really bad. And Kathy Griffin got, of course, her career nuked by posing with a severed head of Donald Trump, and now she's back. I'm here to report to you that she's posing once again with severed heads of billionaires, President Trump being one of them. So again, ladies and gentlemen, if you are Kathy Griffin, I guess this is your only pathway to relevancy or the psychiatric help that you so desperately need. Because that's what she's calling out for. Listen, she got fired by CNN. Kathy Griffin, CNN drops comic after sick Trump stunt. Imagine being so Trump deranged that CNN won't hire you, that CNN actually fires you. These are the levels of depravity that Kathy Griffin has sunk into, and she's back, ladies and gentlemen. You're such a left-wing lunatic that even CNN has to fire you. And left-wing psych ward patients are the only people that CNN hires. So this is, it's not a good thing. Kathy Griffin, ladies and gentlemen, has admitted regularly that she actually needed to be psychologically evaluated. Here on The View, Kathy Griffin says that she checked herself into a psych ward because of her Trump derangement.
This tour in 6 years.
6 years I was out of work because of that. There, I said what it was. All about a picture. A picture I took. Making fun of the president, which you're supposed to do as a comic.
They made you pay.
The term in the title PTSD is not used lightly.
No.
Because you have survived so much career cancellation and a federal investigation over the Trump photo controversy.
No-fly list, Interpol list, stopped at every airport, the whole thing.
Yeah, you also, and none of these are small, a pill addiction, a suicide attempt, lung cancer.
And I was on a psych hold for 3 days. And I know you can tell why. But I was on a psych hold, so it was like I was like Britney and Kanye combined.
Wow.
And I was like, I walked into my own act.
Wow.
Psych hold for 3 days.
But you also...
But now I'm in recovery. I'm sober 3.5 years.
That's amazing.
Here's why you shouldn't ever trust these people, by the way. Because Kathy Griffin went out and did a full apology tour, right? So instead of bragging, look at that expression, it's demonic. Instead of bragging about, her beef with Trump, which is, of course, her only pathway to relevance here, Kathy Griffin has decided, that's where she is now. Kathy Griffin was in a place where she was apologizing profusely to Donald Trump just a few years ago and begging for forgiveness. It's wild. I mean, the difference between these people, it's Jekyll and Hyde.
Absolutely. I don't think I will have a career after this. I'm going to be honest, he broke me. He broke me. He broke. And then I was like, no, this isn't right. It's just not right. And I apologized because that was the right thing to do and I meant it. And then I saw the tide turning and I saw what they were doing and I went, oh, okay, they're trying to spin this and they're making it about Barron, and obviously that was never my intent. I would never want to hurt anyone, much less a child, but I started to see what was really happening. And then it was a mob mentality pile-on. And so many people have expressed to me personally across the country at my shows, they're scared. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get arrested today. I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you the wildest thing about this current moment is that you're able to see the people who are total frauds. So you go from weeping and crying and begging for forgiveness. Okay, this is why you should never trust a celebrity ever again. Weeping and crying and begging for forgiveness, to then going out on The View and talking about how you needed to be admitted to a psych ward because you have such crippling Trump derangement syndrome, then squeeing and making jokes about your stunt after getting fired and getting your career destroyed. There's no actual authenticity with these people. There's nothing real about them. It's just whatever I can possibly do to get relevance and power and fame. It's totally demonic. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Kathy's back with a Trump assassination severed head video. This is it. What the F is wrong with this bitch? Here we go. This is the severed head of President Trump and Kathy Griffin. Spinning the oldies. There we go. This is posted. That's all. This is posted on her TikTok, and it is crocheted severed heads of billionaires. There's Elon Musk, there's Jeff Bezos, there's Mark Zuckerberg, and there's Donald Trump. Here's the video in its totality. So you can see here, this one's Elon Musk, obviously, right? So you have Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, bloody severed head. To come get her. It's all a cry for help. It's really desperate. It's really, really sick. It just goes to show that you should never trust these people. Again, I just can't establish, like, the big takeaways here. Kathy Griffin needs severe psychological help and probably to be put inside of a mental institution. That's like what she's calling for. She's literally desperately begging for that, right? She wants to be put inside of a mental institution. So don't ever trust a celebrity again. Realize that most of them are like mentally deranged, disturbed, or demonically possessed. And Kathy Griffin needs help, right? Yeah. The internet responding to this. Kathy Griffin calls herself a comedian, yet she calls for violence of this sort. She's already been investigated once. That's true. She was investigated by the Secret Service once. But this one on her TikTok, she obviously wants these people beheaded. I think the Secret Service needs to look into Kathy Griffin's obvious terrorist disguised as a comedian. That's exactly right. Scariest face was the one at the end. Kathy Griffin is sick and repulsive. She needs mental help. Reopen the asylums now. She will never recover from this. Kathy Griffin breaks down. Trump broke me. That's right. Kathy Griffin is sick and repulsive. What the actual F? Kathy Griffin is certifiable psychopath. Kathy Griffin before and after Trump derangement syndrome. Ugh. Yeah. What's the old Ronald Dahl quote? I'm paraphrasing here. No matter who you are, if you're ugly on the inside, no matter who you are, what you look like, you can be the most beautiful person on the earth. If you're ugly on the inside, over time, you will become hideously ugly on the outside. Twisted and ugly people on the inside become twisted and ugly people on the outside. And that this current season of Trump 2.0 has proven that in spades. You know, interestingly, Kathy Griffin predicted that President Trump would lock her up in his second term.
Heavy topics, but my motto is funny first. So if I can't make you laugh while I'm talking about it, I don't do it. But I do kind of go back and forth between some stuff because it's been a few 7 years since my Trump decapitated head photo scandal where I was on the no-fly list and the Interpol list, and now he's going to be president again, and I'm on the enemies list. So come see me before I'm in one of those internment camps.
You hang on. We've got more to chat about.
Keep this promise as well. Just saying. Send in the Secret Service. Do it now. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. For Kathy Griffin to go to a mental institution or to federal prison.